Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's definitely evening here, and I'll be your regular EV dad, John, and in the flesh is
Joe from JKEV.
No weird editing, no, just my big fat face, and then both of us, all the time, because I only set up one camera. How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm surviving.
It all started with a plug share message.
It did. This is the most random. One of the more pleasant ones as well, opposed to the ones I get these days. I got another nastygram today. Somebody I gave the stickers to, clearly is having fun with it. Because I have never charged up in Texas, and apparently someone complained. So there you go. Electro America, if it wasn't me. Okay, I gave the stickers out. They were given no instructions. It's very amusing, but the message I got from an irate user about it is what it is. People, I haven't put stickers on anything since June. Seriously, it's yesterday's news. June? Before June, actually. Anyway, whatever. You join us. This is nice, isn't it?
This is better studio than we have our own studios.
This has got doors, unlike your house. Yes, we are in the Mercedes EQS,
maxed out, and with the $7,500 screen.
Oh, the infinity screen or whatever it is. It's
nope, and that's how we get copyrighted.
Yeah. Oh, you think you probably heard me and thought I wanted music? It's that intelligent.
Unless there's buttons behind the wheel.
Oh, no, I got paddles. Oh. So literally, we've been in the car for a couple of minutes. So let's explain what's going on here. So we kind of alluded to this. Kyle Connor from Out of Spec Studios has worked with a number of vendors of OEMs, of Ford, Volvo, Mercedes,
Porsche,
Audi, missing somebody. Oh, who makes that? Archimoto. And who's that company that makes the thing with volume controls that don't work, which I consider to be a safety issue?
The Volkswagen.
Wow, I've taken some flames from the VWID group and the Reddit community in the past few days. Apparently, it's not the time for flaming pitchforks.
And that podcast was posted on my channel, so I've definitely gotten a couple of notifications that were I'm not used to.
Spicy.
Yes, yeah.
No, you might not consider it a safety issue too. Ooh, I can see what's going on behind me. This
is nifty.
Ooh, oh no, that was ahead of us.
That was the light ahead of us.
No, was it?
I think it was. Yeah.
No, because that was a piece of crap, and that's a Volvo. We'll work it one out.
We'll figure this out.
This is literally, we're given the keys and said we'd go to LAX and pick somebody up, and unfortunately I have to go to a funeral on Sunday. So Joe's got 2 days of shooting. I've only got one. By the way, have you Shake Shacked yet?
I have.
I have. Have you in and out, Id?
Not this trip.
Not this trip. As long as you've covered the basics.
Yes.
But anyway, I digress. So literally, we throwing the keys, and I said, yeah, I'll go pick him up because otherwise I might not have a chance to shoot something in this. So from when this started, I've had the car for 2.5 minutes, but it's a Mercedes. It is absolutely a Mercedes. From the pedals being too close together for anybody with size 9 plus shoes, it's a Mercedes.
It's basically, on the inside, it feels like what the S-Class was always supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh, and always was.
Yeah,
the S-Class has always been the best of its time. It's always led the class and also the brand. Features drift out. It sounds weird, the mirrors with indicators built into them and blind spot sensors started in the S-Class, and now you see them in a Scion box, whatever. They're now normal. It's always been a view into the future. I'm looking at I have a head-up display which is telling me that I'm going way too fast. Don't worry, it's LA traffic. It won't last for long. How long has this been? What are we on for? 46 minutes to do 25 miles. So expect a 44-minute podcast.
So should I run down the list of what we're driving this weekend? Of what I'm aware of?
Yeah, listen, well, we don't know we're going. We no commitment, but yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So the confirmed cars so far of what has arrived, we have an Audi e-tron GT.
In red.
In red.
Very
yes,
nice.
That is the best color I've seen.
That's the only thing I want to drive.
We have the, there's supposed to be an Audi e-tron Sportback, but I believe that has not made it here yet.
Yes.
Yes, I believe it was damaged by another media outlet today, but hopefully that they may find one for us eventually. But we have a Volkswagen ID4 all-wheel drive, Pro S. So
We'll check the volume.
we'll have to check if, we'll have to check how the software is in that car. And then we have there's a Porsche Taycan, but we don't know if we can drive it yet, but we will for sure have some content with that. There's potentially a Rivian. There will be a Model S Plaid.
Did they get it? Because that was back. That was off and on and off and on.
Yeah, I believe that's supposed to at least arrive at a minimum for walk-arounds, possibly ride-alongs, but that's still all pending. We have a couple Archimotos for some fun, and then we have two Mustang Mach-E GTs. We have an orange with performance package, and then we have the Grabber Blue, just the regular performance, or regular GT, I should say, and then a Leaf, which we can't drive.
Why not?
Nissan chose to not allow other media outlets to drive the vehicle. So that's why we're here in this EQS.
We've all driven them. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just going to go pick somebody up, but like I said, I've only got one day of shooting, and so it was really a now or never. Now, my hope is, and Carl's not going to know about this until after the weekend, because I'm not going to get this out before Monday. My hope is that we can borrow this tonight. All right, we're just going to pause here for a second. Go into your thing and see if you can turn on the demisters or work out where they are, because either we demist this screen or we have to stop breathing. It's causing a problem.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see if we can go lower.
Demist would be the critical function.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
awesome. There we go. Getting a little foggy.
Yes. A little too much talking.
I'm not. No, by the way, I literally just jumped in. So I don't know if this has got any, I haven't even played with this cruise control or auto drive functionality, which I'm told is very good.
It is the rear-wheel drive model.
It doesn't feel like you're doing miles an hour, does it? In a 55 zone.
I want to reference an old Top Gear skit that I really love. They were in Arizona driving cars, and instead of showing the miles per hour, they just showed the RPM meter.
Yes.
And they made it seem like they were only doing 10, 20, 30 miles per hour based on RPM.
Yeah, I concur with that philosophy. All right, we're going to come off onto I-5. All right, let's go. You don't really have a choice between whether to accelerate or use the brakes in this thing, do you? It's
Our first warning.
Yeah, it's a little sensitive.
It was a little anxious on the blind spot warning.
Yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, we got a whole. Well, Joe's got a whole weekend. We're here in Pasadena. Okay.
No more?
No, I don't went high. I went high. Don't need to make it hotter. I just wanted to demist it. I think
I have to go back to auto.
I didn't need to cook.
I haven't figured this out yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had to turn the air conditioning off because when we got in, there it goes.
It is very anxious to.
I-5 Santa Ana.
Right.
I got it. The weird thing is, I was on this road like 4 days ago, but in very different circumstances. And here comes the LA traffic.
Let's see if I can figure out these climate settings on my own personal screen. I can do massaging seats. I got that figured out. Oh my gosh.
going to turn down to the bare minimum. Oh, that's off. One. One is all we need.
But it keeps defaulting back. Do you see? Maybe not. Maybe now that the auto's off, I think we got it figured out.
Yeah, but now it's just blowing it around the car. Oh, it's stupid. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's go with the air quality.
We can change the fragrance too.
I can see the whole of the scent. The map's amazing. I mean, it's going in the wrong freaking direction because
I feel like I should take a couple of screenshots of this to drop in for the people on YouTube watching.
This is wow. There we go. Let me go with that. So I'm going. At least the good news is so we're coming out of Pasadena and into LA, and I know these roads pretty well because I perform at all these comedy clubs around here. So we've got what's it Park? Echo Park is just over there, so I know roughly where we go. Climate menu. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Apparently noisy comes as standard.
I think I'm going to set up a massage.
You're going to have a massage while you're here.
Deep workout? Deep workout.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have it. I'll have an intensive.
One
I'll have one of those as well.
Okay.
Oh, you're having the happy ending.
Oh.
They'll put it away. I'm sorry. I am gonna. By the way, if I still have this vehicle or a vehicle later on, I'm taking a load of them to the comedy store tonight. To the giving a little backstage tour down in the belly room and the likes. You can guarantee that. No, so let's be serious for a second, because I'm not editing this. We are, so we're here all week. The screen is much more responsive than the ID4.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive.
It is. Like when you touch it, it does something. It almost instantaneously.
All of the screen. I mean, this is the entire dash.
If you touch anything in the car, essentially.
The only thing that's not digital is the air vents.
And there's a beauty. Although they are very plasticky.
Yeah, but they have the typical Mercedes aircraft design.
Yeah, it just like really everything else was perfect except you couldn't do a little bit of billet aluminum construction there. We're going to head over towards Elysian Park and go that way. Apparently. So
Terminal 2 for our pickup for our guest.
We should, you know, when we get him, we won't tell him about the camera, and we'll make this the unofficial Inside EV podcast.
Midweek edition.
Midweek edition, yeah. My Sarge has got some. It's a
good rumble.
It's not subtle.
No. It's very invasive.
It's very That's a word. Add a bit extra. Hope it's wearing gloves. So anyway, so that's what's going on. That's why we're here this week, is to drive all these vehicles and do a few things. And I brought you some fresh COVID. I'm joking. I've had my booster and everything.
Could be joking,
well,
judging by your flight that I saw.
Yeah, I had a bit of. So yes, if you did I put that on regular EV or on my comedy channel? I'm not sure. I think I put it on regular EV actually.
I think you did.
Wasn't a good idea. So we are right behind a shed ton of Teslas right now. Welcome to California, where all the transport carriers are carrying Teslas. Yeah. Whatever. So we're gonna. Where was it? How do I start that sentence before I go?
The people in front of you on.
Oh yes. So look, let's be clear. If you haven't worked out by now, I'm a bully. I am a intellectual bully. These two people made the critical mistake of being idiots, use my words carefully, in the in the boarding area. By the woman was not wearing her mask and the fellow was wearing it under it, not just under his nose, but under his chin. They were asked to put him on, and they gave a load of "we don't need to, without our vaccines." They had beautiful German, what's the brand called? Verona luggage. I'm a TV person, but the metallic Lufthansa luggage, I always think of it.
I'm stuck in a different income bracket. I'm on Samsonite.
Our friendship is going to change fundamentally. I have some Toomey hand-me-downs if you need. Travel well. That's all my policy. We are, by the way, we're about to go over the bridge that is famous for the Terminator scene in the Terminator, where the metallic one flows over the bridge and into the LA River. That's this bridge. Yeah, that's the LA River.
I was trying to piece together if this is where the Gone in 60 Seconds was filmed too, but no, it's not here.
No, but apparently Omnichrome is the name of the next Fast and Furious franchise. Boom! I have been working, yeah, right?
I might hear that in a couple hours.
I came up with that a couple of days. I heard Omnichrome, and I was like, I got to play with this. And I know people are going to die. I have a list. So yeah, this is going to be fun. We're going to drive these cars. We're going to spend some time in Pasadena in the LA area. We're going to take these things for a carve up in the hills, which is always fun. People aren't aware there are some really good driving roads once you get 20 minutes northeast of LA, up in the canyons up towards San Bernardino. And it's really weird because before that it's just horrible places like Riverside, which is just like one big trailer park. Sorry, it is. People from LA have told me this. This, by the way, right now this is kind of like a half shortcut through to
downtown to get
to the backside of downtown. Is how I would describe it.
And even the city streets around here have curves. That's something I'm not used to in the Midwest.
Yes, we have. Yeah, well. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting weekend. I'm only sorry I don't get to spend the whole 2 days with you, but sadly, it'll
still be good. We'll get a lot of content.
We will. So, So let's do top 3. We should talk about who's here. We should say who's here, shouldn't we?
Yes. Brandon Flash. You may have seen. I think it was in episode 5 or 6 somewhere.
He was
there.
in the pod, back in the day. With the worst recorded one, which I did, hosting it from a coffee shop car park in the middle of Oregon.
And the phone overheated.
The phone overheated. Well, I overheated because it was 100 degrees.
I just saw, I think that was that Everyday EV that walked in? And Alex Silva?
And Drive Electric. Yep. And then the Kilowatts are here as well.
Yep. And then there's some German outlets that made their way over.
I saw that. Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure I saw the guy from Colorado with the Tesla i4 or whatever it's called.
Brian from I1 Tesla.
That's the chap.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You know how good I am with names? It doesn't get any better. This is me on a good day. I remembered my own and my wife's. Really, Altima? Really? I'm driven like a professional Nissan. And yet it doesn't have an info sticker on it. Usually does to drive that badly. We're turning right onto Alpine. This is kind of my happy place. So I can, from here, I'm like, I could be at the comedy store in about 10 minutes from here. There's Wiltshire, so we'll just go over there. Yeah. Anyway, we'll take 110 and we'll go from there. It's going to be fun. I'm going to drag as many of these people. I have a gig tonight. I have the offer of a late night spot, so we'll see if that happens. And I will do my EV jokes, both of them. I only have 2 EVs. You think you'd have more material, but it's really not something that works in the mainstream. Problem is, I can't rip into Tesla drivers as I would like. I've got my Tesla. I've got Tesla jokes as well. Problem is, I don't use my Tesla stuff because I live where I do, and I don't want to offend my audience who either own them or work there.
You'll gain comedy fans and you'll lose subscribers.
Not so much. If I haven't demonstrated I'm not all about the subscriber count in the last few days, then nothing will. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to say goodbye for now, and then you'll see a full review of this vehicle and the driving experience as I actually concentrate on it as opposed to driving through LA traffic and talking at the same time. Because my wife would tell you, multitasking was not installed as standard. And this is going to get more fun because we're going to take the back connection onto 101, which is always fun up near Caesar Chavez. So, yeah, this is my... I love these streets. Everyone else hates them, but I love them because I have so much joy. I'm never here for anything bad. If I'm driving around here, it's at night, and it's because I'm on my way to the store, or I'm going from the store to the Improv or National Limited or wherever, or, you know, Burbank. So we will do this good. All right, from me, goodbye. This was episode, I think this is technically, I don't know what the number is.
16, I think.
16. This is technically 16, and it's been a special episode, so we'll post this when we post it. And then bye from Joe.
Take care.
Like a lot of Mercedes, it's got tiny little pedals that are close to one another because they hate people with regular sized feet.
So how was your flight? I saw the
Oh wait. Let's use this material. Let's not waste anything. I'm just going to turn left, and then we'll just go from there. I don't want to, you know. Not that I don't love you. Just not saying it twice.
Yeah.
Not wasting them words.
I agree.